Hi, Aries. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your December love reading for 2024. Today, I'm going to ask Spirit what is coming towards you in the month of December. What does Spirit have for you? Please use this reading to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. I will be using some initials today and some charms, so stay with me. Spirit, please share with me for my Aries. What is it that you want them to know? What is it that you need them to hear? I'm listening now. A new door. Look at a new door. Get ready to open the new door. That is the most important thing, right? I want to know that somebody new is coming. Ooh, we're starting with a blank slate. So this is definitely somebody new. And it's not your past. I think a lot of you, I just want nothing to do with my past. So we're going to go with that somebody new. I like that blank slate. I like that we're not carrying baggage from a past relationship into this one. We can make this relationship what we want it to be. You're on my naughty list. So a little bit of a, I can't wait to get you alone energy. I want to be alone with you. This is just this feeling of I want to be naughty with you. So obviously they're physically attracted to you. They're interested in you. That's okay. I have arguments. That just came into me. Is not that you argue, but you've met your match, okay? Or they've met their match. Because maybe you can stand up for yourself. I'm assuming you can. And maybe that's something that is important to them, that they don't want somebody that is just going to say yes to everything or not stand up for themselves. They want somebody who has their own thoughts, their own feelings. They know what's important to them. They're going to defend their own points of view. So I feel like you can really stand up to this person. Maybe they're not used to that. That's good. I have a helping hand, a helper. How about somebody who's really generous with their time? What can I help you with? Do you need something done around the house? Do you need to go shopping? Do you need to drop off your car and I'll coordinate picking you up? Are they very helpful? I think that's important. I have children. We could have children in this connection, not with each other, but maybe before we entered into this connection. So if they're going to accept you, they're going to accept a child as well, or children. So they take it as a whole package is how I feel. And equal energy exchange. We both want this is how it came into me. And this feeling of how about we both put in the same amount of time? We're both putting in the same amount of effort, because when it's one-sided, it's just so discouraging because you just feel like the other person just doesn't care as much. And it's not as much fun. But when you each of you putting in effort, it's this back and forth flow of excitement and new ideas and things to do. And you take turns coming up with maybe places to go, or where do you want to go tonight? Where do you want to go out to eat? What do you want to do this weekend? So you take turns. When one person has to put all the effort into what are we going to do, it gets really monotonous and it gets really frustrating. So I want this to be equal. Thank you, Spirit. I have a High Priestess. I have all my Christmas cards out right now. It's really nice. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have the World, big cards. Okay. Listen for the bells. Listen for the bells. I have a Three of Swords. So the first thing that came into me was this feeling of the World, and definitely the bells. I would definitely listen for bells. I would use that as a sign. I don't remember which other reading I had that in, but it was this feeling of I'm hearing bells that I don't normally hear. So listen for the bells also for this reading. Maybe there's a bunch of cross watchers. And I have this feeling of I like who I am and I like where I'm at. And I like what I've grown into. I like my spiritual growth. I like where I have traveled and all the healing that I've done with this Queen of Pentacles and this High Priestess combination. It's a feeling of, I feel secure because I've grown intuitively, I've grown psychically, I've grown spiritually. That Three of Swords, I feel that I am always worried about my heart. You know, is my heart wounded right now? Not necessarily, but I have a tendency to cover my heart. I have a tendency to guard my heart because it's been wounded, and I don't want it to be wounded in the past. So I'm just going to put this in the category of, you're entering into another phase of your life, but you're very strong, independent, and spiritually grounded. So you are ready for this connection. If it's come into your life, you're ready for it. If it's coming, you are prepared. So I wouldn't be worried about your heart. This is a little jumper. Let's take this. I have a Five of Cups. I'm going to put this with my Three of Swords for a minute because I feel that I just don't want to be disappointed. I know you're willing to take the risk. I know you're willing to start over again, Spirit just said, but you just don't want to be disappointed over and over again. Not everybody's going to disappoint you. There's always going to be that one person who stands out. They want you to be happy. Spirit wants you to be happy. This feels like a combined family. There's a sense of lots of people coming into me. It could be, they could be from a really large family. You could be from a really large family. It's almost like, wait until you see my family. Wait until you see what we do for the holidays. Wait till you see how much food is there. So I do feel this combination, which is nice. And that is what happens. Two families become one, and we start to grow together. So I do feel this beautiful family event. I have a star, and I have a Lover's card. Beautiful. I think your wish is about to come true. And I even feel that for some of you, if you are at the point where you are really getting to know this person, you're going to start to meet the family, you're going to start to be involved. And I do feel like this particular month could be a crossover point for some of you, that I know this is my soulmate. I know that this is what I have been wishing for, I've been hoping for, and I'm just going to spend a beautiful month with this person and celebrate the holidays with them. So it is a feeling of, you've wished for this. And I like to think that dreams come true, wishes come true. And here it is. Let's see if Spirit will share with me some initials. Now, don't worry about if you don't see your person's initials. This is just some clues. And sometimes you see your initials, their initials, but it doesn't mean that it's not your reading if you don't see. And I'm just going to pull a couple of tiles. Let's pull a couple of tiles, and let's get some initials and some. I'm going to get a couple more. Let's see. Okay, that looks like enough. Let's see what we have. Let's start with the tile. I have a Death card. After an ending, all new endings come with new beginnings. So I'm starting over, and a little bit of, I'm afraid to start over. But there's the soulmate. There is the soulmate, the Lover's card again. I have a Moon. A little bit of the fear of starting over, you know, just... and I think that that's probably normal for everybody, but it could be that I haven't been in a relationship for a long time, or I only was in like one very significant relationship for many, many years. So it's really hard for me to jump back in. So let's see what letters they have for you. I'm just going to pick these up so I can put them down one at a time so you can see them. All right, let's start. So I have a letter Z. I have a letter Z. You see this, the letter P is upside down in there. I have a K, R, G, another P. I have an O. I have an O. I have an F. I have a D. Is this another G? Another G. I. M. J. MJ. I have an X. And I have another Z. So those are the letters. So it could be first initials, last initials. And then we have some numbers. I have the number 7. I have a 1, but I'm going to make it into a 17. Oh, I'm sorry. I have an S also. I have an S, and I have the number 4. So those numbers could have meaning to some of you. Okay, let's see what else they want to share. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know for December? For my Aries, what is it that you want us to know, be thinking about? What's coming our way? Mindfulness. Look at this beautiful woman. Manage your mind. When we direct our thoughts and words towards the outcome we most desire, we ignite grace. How about, what's floating around in our mind or mind space? Is somebody taking up your mind space, right? Is somebody taking over your thoughts, and it's in an unhealthy way that I've been obsessing over somebody and I need to let that go. So you want to be careful about your thoughts, because what you're thinking, you're putting out to the universe. And of course, Spirit is picking up on that. I have compassion. Beautiful. Be gentle with yourself. You are a magnificent soul. We want to be good to ourselves. I think some of us talk to ourselves harder than you would to any friend. So you really want to love yourself first. You want to talk to yourself with self-love and care, and because there's enough hurt and pain in the world, you don't need to bring it into yourself and into your thoughts. So I feel like Spirit's just saying, just keep your mind open, loving yourself, keep believing. Look at this beautiful belief. And then when we marry intentions with actions, miracle happen. So we want to put our intentions out into the universe, and then we want to do something about it. If we want to meet somebody new, we have to take action. We want to get out there. We're going to meet somebody. We're going to make some new friends. We're going to put ourselves in new social situations and social circles. So it is a kind of a chain reaction. I'm feeling that when I do this, I'm going to shift my energy, and it's going to open up a door of opportunity to me to meeting somebody or to spend more time with somebody. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to hear today? I have a Justice card. I have a commitment. Oh, I like this naughty and nice again. Maybe it's a game that you guys are playing around the holidays. Do you want to be naughty? Are you nice? It could be a game that you guys are playing with each other, teasing each other. I have a 9 of Pentacles. I have a 7 of Wands. And I have a Chariot. I do want to move forward with this connection. I'm not afraid to go out and play. I like this, like going out and playing. It's almost like hold on, right? You can see the one in the middle, the one in the back. It's like, hold on, here we go. But somebody's taking a lead is how it's coming into me. The person coming into your life could be leading the way. They could be setting the pace. They could be deciding, how fast or slow we want to take this. Let them take the lead if it's important to them. If you're the one that's taking the lead, just keep it consistent, Spirit's saying. Just keep it steady. Don't give up on this person, or don't give up on the effort, I want to say. Just keep it secure so that this person says, I can rely on you. I can trust you. I am looking forward to possibly having a future with you. But I like this feeling of hold on, hold on, because we're going for a ride and somebody is leading the way. I have a 7 of Pentacles. I have a Death card. and I have a Knight of Swords. The Death card came into me as not a loss of a relationship, but it came into me as us both sharing losses of loved ones, whether it's parents, grandparents, a sibling, friends. And I feel like we just share some stories about people in our life that are no longer here. And it would be an example of, I wish you could have met my father. I wish you could have met my mother, because she would have loved you. He would have loved you. So it's those kinds of conversations that I'm feeling like I really wish that person was here to see what we have or what we're going to have. This connection is charging forward. This person is picking up the pace, is how Spirit just said. So if we started out a little slow, it could start increasing. They might want to start spending a little bit more time with you. They may be starting to make plans heading into the holidays. But I like the feeling of picking up the pace. Let's grab some charms. Let's see what they have for charms for you. I have this big, beautiful bowl of charms. So let's get a nice scoop and see what I feel intuitively. Let's get a big scoop. All right. We got lots of letters. I can see the letters jumping out at me. So we're going to start with some of the letters. I have an N, W, another W, an H, the letter T. I have an X, and I have a Taurus energy today. I'm looking to see if I have any more signs. All right, let me see what I'm feeling. Life is a gift. That is coming into me as somebody who lives in the moment and somebody who lives in the day and says, if we don't have our health, we don't have anything. And it could be that somebody was taken away from them in a moment's time. So they could have a different philosophy on life, that I just try to live in the day because so-and-so, passed away tragically in a moment's notice in a car accident, or they had a heart attack right on the spot and they were gone. So I just want to live in the day and treat life as a gift, every day as a gift. So I feel like this person has that kind of that's how they take their thoughts on life. Like, I just have to just make the most of every day. Do what you love and love what you do. That is coming into me as they probably love their job. They might have created a life around a hobby. They may have created a business around what they love to do, or the company that they work for. They've stayed for a long time because they love what they do. They may work a lot only because they love what they do. Sometimes people work because they love their work, and that's nice too. They're happy. I like this. They always have a smile on their face. They could be really happy with your smile. You're making them happy. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I like the my only. You're going to be the only one. And I feel like they always have a smile on their face, especially since they met you. Spirit just said, how beautiful. Let's see what else I'm feeling. I have a scarf. That's coming into me as snowy weather. I don't know where you live, but it's almost like this person comes up to you and you have a scarf, and they make sure the scarf is nice and tight around your neck so that you're not getting air down the back of your neck. And it's kind of a gesture of they adore you. And I just feel like there's this comfort feeling there, but I definitely feel like they adore you. And the way people look at the two of you, I think everybody else sees that this person adores you. And certainly your family would be really happy to see that this person's so good to you. So that is really refreshing. I have a ballerina and a cheerleader. So it's coming into me as girls in my family. They could be my daughters, and maybe they were on the cheerleading team. Maybe they were dancers. Maybe you were very involved in dance lessons or taking them to cheerleading practices. It almost came into me as a coaching feeling also, that this person could say, yeah, I coached my kids' little league, or I coached my kids' football. So I feel like I'm very involved with my children's sports, whatever the sports were even, but specifically, I have the dance and the cheerleader. So I want to say the cheerleaders that do the dance competitions. So you might even know somebody in this connection that was in one of those competitions where they create the big pyramids and they do all the jumps and the lifts and things like that. So those girls and men are amazingly talented. Let's see. I have a starfish. I have a seahorse. And I have a seashell. That is coming into me as, it came into me as a room that's decorated in a theme like that. That I have a bathroom decorated in a beach theme, or I have, I just love beachy things. So I have maybe a guest bedroom decorated in beachy things, but I did get that. Maybe I like to travel to warm environments. I might live in a warm environment, but it came into me more as decorating. Somebody's house has like a beachy theme, and they like the bright color, Spirit's saying. They have yellow walls and white trim, and maybe bright blue pillows and sofas, and white, a lot of white. So it's a very beachy feeling to me. It's kind of a very pastel-y, bright beach tones. All right, let's see. Here's the snowflake again. I'm going to put that with my scarf. So I've got this little snowstorm happening. I have a moon. How about I'm just over the moon with you? I like that. And then I have a trip to Paris, a honeymoon. I want to go to the Eiffel Tower. I wanted to travel to the top of the Eiffel Tower and kiss and look out at Paris. And I have a sewing machine, but this feels like a lost loved one. This feels like a grandmother that taught you to sew, or sewed everything, sewed pajamas, sewed dresses when you were a little girl, and always made you something for Christmas, Spirit says. So she could have always given you new pajamas for Christmas, but I feel like Spirit's saying somebody is thinking of you right now with that particular charm. So here's a closer look at the charms. And thank you, Spirit, for those. I love the charms. I always get different messages, different kinds of messages. So they're definitely a good divination tool to use. Let's see what else they have for my Aries. Aries, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? What is it that you want me to hear? I have snowflakes. You're unique, one of a kind. The scarf, the snowflakes. Do you live in a climate that it just snowed? Are you having snowstorms right now? I have a letter, somebody reaching out to you, sending you a message, writing to you, the number 31. They're ready to send you a message. You could get a message right away from somebody. And I have the North Pole, and it's saying welcome. And I like this little cabin. It's a feeling of going home. It's a feeling of welcoming somebody into my home. Maybe it's the first time that we're spending time together. Maybe we're spending the weekend together, a week together. But it is a very welcoming at-home feeling. And I dream of you. I've been dreaming of you. I've been thinking of you. You're the first thing I think of when I go to bed, and the last thing I think of when I go to bed, and then the first thing I think of when I wake up. How beautiful. Spirit, tell me more. What is it you want me to know? What's coming our way for December? What do you want us to know? If this hasn't come into your life, just manifest along with me, and then we'll put it out to the universe at the end together. I have a beautiful Lovers card. The key words on the card is it's an intoxicating connection. So I can't keep my hands off of you. Look at, I can't stop touching you, holding you. Strength. I love you with all of my heart. That feels like I'll give you my heart. It's also this feeling of I'll give you everything that I have, you know, as long as we're both equal and as long as we're both giving, I'll give you everything that I have. Let's see what these guys are, some jumpers here. The Five of Swords. I have a Queen of Cups. I do believe in us. And Spirit, can I have a clarifier in that Five of Swords? I have a Two of Swords at a crossroads, making a decision. The Magician, it's let's turn our wish into reality. So we could have a conversation about where are we headed. We may be at a turning point where are we deciding that we want to have a future together and we don't want to be with anybody else. But they're saying, let's turn this into a reality. Let's make this happen. We realize that we're really good together. We're this soulmate connection. And then the pace. Remember, I had said that the pace picks up, that they start picking up the pace. So maybe we have some kind of discussion about our future. And we decide that we both need to be on the same page as far as where we're headed. I think that that's really important. And I have a Knight of Pentacles. They're loyal, but they're stubborn. That just came into me as we're in it for the long run. I love these kind of elderly people. Bottom of the deck, I have a star. So it's this beautiful sense of hope and faith. And obviously the star is, they had said to me, what you've been wishing for is about to come true. So we definitely want that. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. What is it that you need me to hear today? Loving messages. I need you here with me. I really like this, the Lover's card, with this sense of, I just can't wait to hold you and I can't get enough of you. And I just want to hold you in my arms. So I feel like it's a very intimate connection as well. Nothing compares to you. Thank you, Spirit. You are my destiny. We could have hit a crossroads where we said, are we all in? Are we all in? Are we going to do this? Are we going to stay together? Are we going to be committed to this connection? So we could have gone through something like that. But I feel that once we have decided, I really feel like the pace picks up, and that could be when the family gets involved. We start meeting each other's families. We are definitely a couple. Everybody sees us now as a couple. So we could have this crossing over point where it's more of a commitment and people see us as more committed couple with each other. And you are so beautiful. Of course you are. So this person thinks you're beautiful. And I'm going to say inside and out. So before we wrap up on this reading, I'm going to give you some blessings. Let's do a few blessing cards. Spirit, please share with me any blessings that you have for us for the month of December, for all of my Aries or anybody who has found this reading today. I have a blessing on your creativity. Be open to your creativity. I guess, receptive to your creative abilities. If you have them, explore them, expand them. It's beautiful. I have a blessing to find the truth. We all seek the answers. We all seek the truth, but the truth and the answers are always within you, and they always come in divine timing, that you always find out what it is that you're seeking when you're meant to hear it. Sometimes it comes through spirit guides like myself and other readers. Sometimes it comes through a friend, a family member. But what it is that you're looking for, you will always get the answer. So I always believe that at some point you're asking yourself a question, and then all of a sudden somebody's in front of you and they're answering your question. You're like, that's crazy. I was just thinking about that. So that's how it works. And then a blessing for support. Everybody is supportive of you. I think everybody is excited for this new phase in your life and this new relationship that's come into your life. I think everybody just wants you to be happy. And if this person's making you happy, then that makes them happy. So I do feel like you're going to have the support of family and friends and literally the blessings of family and friends. Let's put this out into the universe. If this was yours, claim it, own it. It is yours. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.